So you're probably in a cycle of wanting to change, but you just can't seem to do it. You're just on TikTok and YouTube all day, just procrastinating from what you really want to do. You want to make a change, you want to get better grades, but you just can't. This is why. Number one, you don't have a set goal. So if you don't have a set goal, you don't know where you're going to go. If you don't have a set goal, you can't go anywhere because you don't know where you're going. If you get in a car and just aimlessly driving, you're just driving for no reason, wasting so much energy. You're wasting so much energy thinking about what you want to do. You're wasting so much brain power, wasting so much time. And you don't know what exactly you need to do. So you just scroll, you just procrastinate because you don't know what you need to do. So think about the metaphor again of when you're in a car. You have a destination in mind, A to B, right? If you don't have a B, where are you going to go? You're just going to drive around until you magically end up to the place? No, you got to have a set goal. So have a set goal in mind of what you want to accomplish. That's the first step in order to change. Now, what can this first step be? This first step can be like lose a pound or gain 5 pounds of muscle in the next 3 months. You need to have a set goal for a set amount of time, because if you just, I want to lose weight. Okay, but how are you going to do that? I don't know, just lose weight. That's not a true goal. The goal isn't to lose weight. The goal is to get in shape, right? But if you don't have steps towards that goal, and if you don't have a real set goal, then how do you know that you're changing? How do you know that you're making progress? You gotta have that set goal first. To set a proper goal that you want. For me, my goal this year during fitness is to get up to 135 pounds by the end of the year. Now I'm gonna just get up to 135 pounds. It's not just, I want to bulk. I want to get to this set weight. Number two, your bad habits restrict you from your success. So the thing with bad habits is that obviously they're bad for us. So when you give into these bad habits, it's going to increase the amount of dopamine, unnatural overstimulating dopamine that we receive. And the more we actually give into these overstimulating activities, the more we give into the more dopamine we release artificially through phones, through video games, through through junk food, the less appealing that work that you want to do seems. That's why it's so important to lower the amount of stimulation that you're having on a day-to-day basis. So that means no video games, no TikTok, no Instagram, or at least just lower the amount of time you spend on these activities. No junk food either. So this is why it's so important to have a clean diet. This is why it's so important to lower screen time. This is why it's so important to lower overstimulation, just so you're able to focus. And the thing about dopamine is that when you overstimulate your dopamine, anything that requires any amount of concentration just automatically seems less appealing. It's like a cupcake without sugar. It doesn't taste nice. You don't want it. What you got to do is lower the amount of stimulation that you're getting on a day-to-day basis. That means start eating healthier, go outside more, get in some exercise. That means to stop scrolling on TikTok so long, stop scrolling on Instagram so long, stop watching and start eating healthy. Number two, you can't focus. And the reason why you can't focus is because of those instant gratification activities, like I was saying before, the overstimulating dopamine releasing, artificial dopamine releasing activities. So the reason why that can't make you focus is because, like I said again, anything that requires concentration seems less appealing. And the more you practice anything, the more you're going to get better at it. So the more you practice any concentration, the better you're going to get at concentration. But if you can't even concentrate because you don't want to, because of how overstimulating these fun activities feel, then how are you going to level up your concentration skill if you can't even concentrate, if you don't even want to concentrate? So lower the amount of stimulation you're getting. Number four, you still view yourself as this little kid. And one thing that I really want to display into you and teach you is the importance of self-belief and the importance of belief about yourself. So if you still believe that you're this fat little lazy kid, you're never going to change. Even if you want to change, even if you're doing everything I'm telling you, if you still view yourself as that little kid who never does anything right, you're still going to be that little kid who never does anything right, even though you're doing everything right. You're just not going to feel like the person who you should be and who you want to be. So in order to do that, you got to change who you are. You got to destroy the view of yourself that you have right now. Make a new version of you, a version of you that is disciplined, a version of you that can focus, a version of you that can actually achieve the goals that you want. The only reason why I'm telling you to do this is because if you do not literally destroy that old version of you, you can never start to change. You can never start to become that new person if you're always holding on to that old person. So what I had to do is I had to let go of the old version of me. I had to completely destroy, kill that version of me in order for my new version to arise, in order for me to actually change. So all this video helped in any way. Like, subscribe to the Hard Work Not So Later. And as always, Melius.